We have a big Twin States League matchup tonight as the Warren Warriors look to get back to their winning ways. They are at home to face the Fort Fry Cadets, who look to continue playing at a high level. The Warriors sit at 5-3 on the season, but are trying to find some consistency late in the year as they have dropped 2 of their last 3 games. Last week was a tough loss for them against Point Pleasant. They didn't play their cleanest game of football. They turned it over quite a bit. They look to clean up some of those mistakes tonight. They are facing a Fort Fry team who comes in at 6-2. They have some momentum after winning 2 straight games, including a victory over Marietta last week where they had to hold off a late rally. That was close, but a lot of the Cadets' wins this season have come in a dominant fashion. They want to make yet another statement tonight on the road against a TSL rival. These teams know each other well. The Warriors and Cadets have faced each other every year going back to 2020. However, Fort Fry has won the last 4 matchups. So we'll find out if the Cadets can make it 5 straight wins or if the Warriors can finally come out on top. Circling back to the Warriors again, they've had their ups and downs this season. Even in the losses they've had, they showed some fight, especially in their opening game against Circleville, losing by single digits. They are excited and ready to go against Fort Fry tonight. Coach Jimmy Payton said the team needs to take care of the football and not make mistakes. He also knows the challenges that Fort Fry will pose to them in this matchup, especially with their impressive running system. And looking at Fort Fry, Coach Eric Huck and his guys are locked in for this game against the Warriors. They've had success in the series before, but they know Warren will come ready to match their energy. A win tonight for the Cadets will have implications in the TSL as well as the playoff picture as a whole. Here is more from Warren coach Jimmy Payton and Fort Fry coach Eric Huck on what they expect to see from each team heading into tonight's game.
They have a really dynamic running system as far as, utilizing the wing tee and how they approach that. Coach Huck does an outstanding job with his guys down there, and their kids know how to win. They're fighters. They play with a lot of effort, a lot of grit, a lot of attitude. So, they're going to be ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, they're big school again and athletic, big kids up front. So we're going to have to be disciplined, have to do things really well and take care of the football and can't really make a lot of mistakes against a good football team like that.
Tonight's sports poll question asks you who you think will win the big game tonight between Fort Fry and Warren. You can vote in the sports section of WTAP.com. And this game will be broadcast by WTAP tonight. The game kicks off soon at 7 p.m. and the game will be on our Me My channel, which is on Optimum channel 19, CAS channel 84, and DirecTV channel 17, as well as over the air on channel 26.2. There will also be a link to stream it on WTAP.com. And you can join Josiah Schuneman and Andrew Knoll on MeTV at 6:30 for Countdown to Kickoff to get you ready for the game. And then at 7 p.m. we will hand it off to Jim Wharton, Mike Hayden, and Rick Marshall for the big game as Warren battles against Fort Fry. And here is the full slate of games you'll get to see for another episode of Football Frenzy. The Warriors are hosting the Fort Fry Cadets in Vincent. In West Virginia, the Parkersburg Big Reds are back on the road to face Cabell Midland in Ona. Over at Erickson, the Parkersburg South Patriots with another home game taking on Morgantown. The Ripley Vikings have a huge home test as they go up against undefeated Herbert Hoover. The Ravenswood Red Devils search for their first win as they host Tyler Consolidated. The Ritchie County Rebels look to bounce back with a home matchup against Tygarts Valley. In other games in Ohio, the Marietta Tigers look to halt a 2-game losing streak against Point Pleasant at Don Drum Stadium. The Belpre Golden Eagles hope to end a losing streak of their own at home against a tough Eastern Eagles team. The Frontier Cougars return to New Matamoros with a home game versus Monroe Central. We'll have all the scores and highlights tonight on Frenzy. That's all the time we have for tonight. We will be back with Kirk for the weather.